Hi everybody, it's Mary and I'm coming to you today to do that peanut butter and jelly look that you guys asked for. The Too Faced Totally Cute palette, I used every shadow in there, and yeah, it was probably a little more wild than most of you want to get. So this one will be more tamed and toned down. Let's just jump in here and see what we can make, okay? Now, I do know you're going to need this. Okay, if you have it. Okay, so NYX makes these pencils, okay? They're jumbo eye pencils. And the two that are actually, I use this one the most. It's white. It's called Milk, okay? So by using white and black together, we can actually create a gradient. Okay, so let me just take these off for a second. So if I were to start on the innermost part of my lid and go with Milk up until about the halfway point, and then I took the black one, which I think is called Black Bean, and then make them in all different kinds of colors too, which would, intensify other colors as well. But the reason I know we're going to need this today is because I know from having already played with the palette and doing swatches that the color you bought this for, which was probably jelly, isn't going to show up. Purple is hard to do. I know it's hard to pull off. So both these shades, the two interesting shades in here that most people would look at the palette and say, I want it because of that, would be Jelly and Jammin. And they're the two that need help. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to take this color right here, whatever it is. I'm not putting on my glasses again. Whatever that beautiful color is right there. We're going to take that color and go all over the lid. And, I got on my nerves so bad in the other one, in the Too Faced Totally Cute, right there, all the blowing. But they're dusty, okay? And I already have on makeup, so it's going to get everywhere if I don't do that. But I do want to point out that, especially if you have a cold, when you're going all over your palettes or your brushes, you're introducing bacteria in here. So make sure you take alcohol and spray down your palettes when you're done. All right, so I'm just going to come in here and get some of this. I think it's called Spread the Love, and tap that off. That was a lot of fallout that I would have had to deal with. And I'm going to come all over my eyes. Now, I have already primed my eyelids. Today I used Tarte, I think it's called Tarte 360 or something. That's what I used today. And but you can use whichever one that you like the most. And then over the top of that, because it is kind of sticky, over the top of that I used my translucent powder that I used on my face and went over my entire lids so that these colors will just kind of lay down. Now what I'm using this color for is, depending on your skin tone, my skin tone is really pale. So, if you're darker skinned, then that is going to come off looking totally different than it does on me. But for me, it's almost the color of my lid, and I'm just basically laying it down to give everything else some slip. So I've gone all over the place with that. All right, okay, we're going to use this Beauty Junkies crease brush, and I'm going to come right into and tap into peanut butter. And I'm going to work it in the crease. You might note that when I work my crease, I do windshield wiper and circles. I get all my bases covered. So usually I'll go back and forth first, and then I start circling to blend it up and out. Okay, there we go. It's laid into the crease and up higher than that so that I can come into the crease now with another color, and that's going to be Peanut Brittle. So I did my switch twitch dance, and now I'm going to dip down into Peanut Brittle, which is a more deeper color than peanut butter, but it is not a matte. So it's got a little bit of satiny finish to it. And I'm going to bring that in right into the crease. Just darkens it just a little. It's got a little bit of gold in it. Okay. Let's go ahead and take my little detailer brush, and I'm going to go down here into Extra Creamy. And I'm just going to use it under my brow and to blend peanut butter out just a little bit. Now the fun is going to begin. So we're going to take milk. All right. Now I want Jammin to hold that dark. Okay, it's a purpley. It's a deep purple with, I think, some gold, some glitter in it. And jelly, I really do want to be this vibrant. So I'm going to use these two together. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take milk, and we're going to draw on the inside of the lid until we get in the middle. Same thing on the other side. Now I'm going to take Vanilla Bean, which is black. And I'm going to come from the outside, coming on the outside here, black, and then just kind of meet it right there in the middle where, so we're black and white. Okay, so you just pat those two together and it's gray. So we got white, gray, black. And that lets it do a gradient across there. Now before that has a chance to set and dry, we need to get our shader brush and get in here with jelly. So we gotta really work that back and forth. Very little comes off. I should have probably used a different color shader brush, but all right. So now then, let's take jelly and pack it right here into the white, back and forth, back and forth. You're wiggling this color into that white, and now it will show up. See? Let's get a little more. And I want to work on this fast before these have a chance to dry. Okay? Flip that brush over and come into Jammin, which is the dark blackberry jelly kind of color. And hit the black. All right, so that holds on to it so that it doesn't fall out all over your face, and kind of it anticipates it. It anticipates what you wanted. It accentuates out that color, makes it pop a little more, stick a little more. Flipping it over, get some more jelly, and just work jelly right into Jammin. Now the white NYX and the black NYX have done the hard work for you now. So now these two colors show up, whereas they wouldn't have showed up before. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Back and forth, wiggling into that NYX. I got some of the fallout in my mouth. I can't say that it tastes like peanut butter. The peach and chocolate palettes actually do taste like chocolate and peach. A little. Okay, and into Jammin. And outside of the lid. Wiggle it in there. I did get just a tiny bit of fallout there off that, so I'm just going to rub that off. But overall, for a Too Faced palette, not so bad. Right. Now, in the ideal world, I shouldn't have to do that. These shadows should show up. Yeah. I mean, I can taste it has flavor, but I don't know that it's peanut butter and jelly. Okay, I don't think. I'm just going to trace a little bit of white here and here. Get my pencil brush, go into jelly, and go right over the top of that with it. It's just going to hold on to it for you and make it more pigmented. And now I'm going to dip into Jammin, and let's see if I really need to do the black. Now it looks like I'm going to be okay with that one, just taking Jammin. All right, so let's get more peanut brittle. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tap into peanut brittle and come down into Nuts About You. These two together. Tap that off. And come into the actual crease. And all I'm doing is blending into my crease between that and peanut and those jellies on the bottom. There we go. All right, let's get another pointy brush. This one's by Chikahora. And I'm gonna come back into Extra Creamy and come into the, over here, lay some white in the inner corner. Okay, it's not sparkly, it's matte. But now let's run it through Bananas and go over the top of it. That's got just a little bit of sparkle in it. Not much. And I'm going to bring Bananas up here. Just join the Extra Creamy because I don't think it really did much. All right. And now I'm going to take this Wayne Goss or whatever really soft blending brush you have, and I'm going to come up here and just diffuse this. I love this brush. So we're going to take this NYX creamy purple pencil in Purple Blaze, and then I'm going to come into my waterline with it. And it's, you know, it's not overly done, but it reinforces these purples. Okay, so there we pretty much have it. I don't think you want to watch me put on 15 coats of mascara, so I will be back in just a few minutes. Okay guys, I'm back and this is the finished look. You can get intenser still with this purple if you want. Okay, this was just using NYX. But if you want, you can take Fix Plus and your shader brush and pick up some more. Now the problem here when you do this is a couple of things. You can go in here with two different brushes. Once you get this wet, you need to go in here dry and wet this and then put it on. Because if you introduce the wet into here, it's gonna, get hard and rock pan on you. Or you can do what I do, and that's just go into a little corner. We use this little one by Posh. Okay, and I'm just gonna go on this side because I know I'm gonna have to go in here for the other eye too, or more than once. So you can just get this brush wet. Oh, thank you for going everywhere. And then I'm just gonna come on this side of the color and see I've picked it up wet now. Okay, that's even more intense. And come in here with it wet and dab and watch what happens. More intense. So I showed it to you both with and without it being wet. And we can take the other side and do the same thing if we want to. Come into Jammin and make that pop even more by getting it wet. Either way, the level of intensity is totally up to you. So, and here you can see what I mean about that pan. Over here on, whoa, right there is where I got it wet. So, and on this side, I got this side wet. So, that is the peanut butter and jelly look. If you're not having a blessed day, please go out and be a blessing to somebody else. And until next time, love you, see ya, bye.
Black bean or something, then I'm already on my nerves. Not even 3 minutes into this video and I'm on my last nerve. Happens all the time. Okay. It's called Black Bean. 601 Black Bean. Why do we do this, Two-Face? That was probably Two-Face explaining what I just asked. Let's see. Yep, it was. Two-Face explaining to me that it's none of my business why they do it. Hell, get out of the mirror thing. Woo! Ooh, ooh, what is it? I'm blinded by the light, wrapped up like a, you know what I used to think they were saying? You don't want to know. Okay, anyway, this is a crease brush. It's a blending crease brush. Blush. It's a blush. Does this look like blush to you? It's a brush. Okay. Switch, twitch, do the switch, twitch. That's the way we take care of this. We do the switch, twitch, switch, twitch. Peanut butter, and jelly. I know I sang this before, but it's a cute song. So let's sing it again, everybody. Peanut butter, and jelly. Peanut butter, and jelly. First you take the peanuts and you smash them. First you take the peanuts and you smash them. You know what? If we smashed peanuts, they wouldn't be that color. Just saying. You know what you gotta do after you put this on? There are so many calories in this peanut butter and jelly palette that you have to put on your Fitbit and go for a walk. I'm just saying. That's how it goes. Yeah.